and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Diddy's locked up. But the real fear spreading through Hollywood isn't just about the case itself. People are stressing over who could start talking next. Now, old Usher interviews are blowing up all over social media again, and fans are connecting dots like never before. The more people bring up those famous white parties, the more huge celebrity names like Justin Bieber, Ellen, and Oprah keep getting dragged into these wild online conversations. And if Usher really saw the kind of things people on the internet believe he witnessed, this situation could be way bigger than anybody first thought.
The paper does manage to make it clear that you were not aware of Epstein activities. Did you know who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No. And what he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else.
So before getting deeper into all this drama, it's important to go back to where the connection really started. Long before Justin Bieber became a global superstar, Usher already had ties to Diddy while he was still very young and new to the music business. Back then, Diddy played a major role in helping shape Usher's first album and pulled him into something called Puffy Flavor Camp. At the time, most people thought it sounded exciting. Mentorship, music industry access, big opportunities, celebrity connections.
I just want to protect her, you know? I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
But years later, Usher started talking about that time in a very different way, especially during an old Howard Stern interview. At first, he was laughing and joking around, but then the mood suddenly changed. Usher admitted he saw things around Diddy that he called curious, and that one comment instantly caught people's attention online. He said he would never allow his own kids to go through what he experienced around Puff, and that single statement sent the internet into complete meltdown mode. People immediately started asking hard questions online. If Usher really felt uncomfortable around certain situations connected to Diddy,
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and being like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Then why did Justin Bieber later end up so close to that same circle? That's the part social media cannot stop talking about. Bieber was only about 13 years old when Usher helped introduce him to the music industry. One minute, he was just a teenager from Canada posting singing videos online, and the next, he was suddenly standing beside some of the biggest names in entertainment. Then those old Diddy clips started popping back up everywhere again. The videos where Diddy joked about spending 48 hours with Bieber alone and hinted at private conversations they couldn't publicly discuss.
So Rose McGowan has put Oprah on blast. Rose recently called out Oprah on Twitter over her past associations with some controversial men. Rose wrote, quote, "From being pals with Harvey Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come."
At the time, people brushed it off like harmless celebrity humor, but now audiences are watching those same clips with a totally different perspective. Especially after fans started comparing them to some of Bieber's emotional interviews years later and trying to connect the timeline for themselves. The exhaustion, the emotional moments, the trust issues people noticed over the years, fans started looking at Justin Bieber's old interviews in a completely different way. One clip especially got people talking again, the moment he became emotional while speaking about Billie Eilish and wanting to protect her from certain experiences in the industry. That scene hit hard online because people instantly started asking, protect her from what exactly? And once that conversation started, Usher's name got pulled right back into the timeline too. People began questioning why another young artist ended up connected to the same entertainment circles if concerns already existed behind the scenes. Social media completely ran with that discussion. Then, the entire conversation around Diddy's famous white parties exploded all over again.
By Oprah. Who wants to be on the wrong side of Oprah in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Tyler Perry in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Steve Harvey in Hollywood? And as a result of that, Shannon Sharpe.
For years, those events were promoted like the ultimate Hollywood status symbol, packed with A-list actors, music stars, models, executives, and influencers all dressed in white, smiling for cameras like it was one giant luxury dream. But now, online discussions are painting a very different picture. Many people believe there was the public version everyone saw, and another side kept hidden behind closed doors. That's when celebrity names like Naomi Campbell suddenly started getting pulled back into the spotlight again. According to Usher, Naomi Campbell and Diddy had connections going back many years. Old photos, celebrity events, luxury vacations, and powerful industry circles all seemed to place them around each other constantly.
Yeah, I was at a Diddy party. I was one of the party favors. But I told you, nobody tells on Diddy. Maria Z, I did that interview in 2021, 7 months ago. We made sure, I already knew that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested. I already knew that 7-8 months ago. We went and made sure there were sworn documents. We have them.
Because of that, social media users started digging through old clips and pictures again, trying to piece together how deep those connections really went. Naomi has publicly denied knowing about any alleged wrongdoing connected to Diddy or Epstein. But even with those denials, online speculation still exploded fast. People began revisiting old rumors involving private islands, exclusive guest lists, and wealthy celebrities moving within the same elite social scenes. The internet reactions got intense almost immediately. One user commented under an interview, "She's lying, too fidgety. She knew all." Another wrote,
Is that going to be a new thing? Are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
You know I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because, you know, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your shoes, your feet are going to have blisters. You're going to be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Can see she's very nervous. She knows they're coming for her. Those comments spread everywhere online and pushed the discussion even further into controversy. Then, another major celebrity name entered the conversation: Oprah Winfrey. That shocked a lot of people because Oprah spent decades building one of the most respected and polished public images in entertainment history. So once her name started appearing in these discussions, social media completely lit up again. But once Diddy's legal troubles started dominating headlines, critics online began revisiting Oprah's longtime Hollywood friendships and celebrity connections in a whole new way. A lot of people started pointing to old controversies and public accusations that had already surrounded powerful figures in entertainment for years.
You're hanging out with Diddy in his mansion in Miami, and Homeland Security rushes in. While you're there.
While I'm there, Dolo.
You're there by yourself.
Yeah. With the, you know, he has some employees there. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some users brought up Oprah's past connections with Harvey Weinstein, while others resurfaced comments and claims made publicly by people like Rose McGowan, Jaguar Wright, Dr. Umar Johnson, and Ali Carter. Those discussions spread quickly across social media, with many viewers debating whether certain celebrity circles protected each other behind the scenes. Then, the conversation shifted even more once people started focusing on the overlap between Oprah and other elite Hollywood figures tied to exclusive parties and private industry gatherings.
But have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You wanna know what's wild about that though?
Online speculation got louder as more names kept getting linked together in the same discussions. And then another familiar celebrity entered the spotlight: Ellen DeGeneres. When Usher mentioned Ellen, a lot of people weren't surprised at all because Ellen and Diddy had publicly shared a friendly relationship for years. This wasn't just some casual celebrity connection either. People noticed there always seemed to be very comfortable energy between Ellen and Diddy. Inside jokes, playful conversations, and party talk happening right on daytime television.
You have said since really right after that it was P. Diddy who shot you.
I was standing by the front door. I watched the entire thing out. I had no reason to believe that it would escalate to it was just male machismo and at first.
Back then, audiences laughed along without thinking much about it. But today, a lot of those old clips are making viewers seriously uncomfortable, especially moments where Ellen joked about Diddy's late-night lifestyle like everybody in Hollywood already understood what she meant. Then, social media users started revisiting Ellen's past interviews with Justin Bieber, too, since Bieber appeared on her show several times while he was still very young. Now, people online are rewatching those moments with a completely different perspective. Some viewers even argue that certain celebrity interviews from that era feel strange in hindsight.
So suddenly there's red dots all over your shirt.
Yeah. Hopefully the truth will prevail.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we got to just see how it plays out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never going to stop being there for someone I consider to be a friend to me.
As you should.
I'm not going to turn my back. And it's like, I've been scrutinized just by being a friend. I guess someone never had a true friend before.
Leading to bigger conversations about whether Hollywood blurred professional boundaries around young stars for years. And the more people dig into Ellen's longtime connection to Diddy, the more social media starts believing these powerful celebrity circles overlapped far more than the public ever realized. Online discussions have turned into non-stop investigations, with users pulling up old interviews, party footage, and red carpet moments looking for hidden clues. Then another major name entered the conversation, Jennifer Lopez. Usher pointed out that J-Lo and Diddy were one of the biggest celebrity couples of the late 90s. They were everywhere together. Clubs, award shows, private parties, luxury events. Their relationship stayed all over the headlines during that era.
He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
He did do that. And
Period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable, G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Now internet users are revisiting that entire period again, especially the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting case. Jennifer was there that night, Diddy was there, and rapper Shine later served years in prison while both Diddy and Jennifer moved on publicly with their careers. Even decades later, people still debate what truly happened behind the scenes that night. As conversations around Diddy's alleged private lifestyle became more intense online, audiences also started questioning how much people in his inner circle may have witnessed during those years. At the same time, it's important to note there is no proof Jennifer Lopez was involved in any criminal behavior connected to current allegations. Still, social media keeps bringing her name into the discussion because of how closely tied she was to Diddy during a period many former insiders and commentators have described as chaotic and reckless. The woman injured in the nightclub incident later claimed she believed Diddy was responsible for the shooting, while Jennifer Lopez testified during the legal case involving rapper Shine. That entire situation stayed controversial for years, especially because many fans felt the full story was never completely understood by the public. Then Usher reportedly brought up another longtime figure connected to Diddy, Stevie J. Unlike many celebrities who stayed quiet once investigations and lawsuits started piling up, Stevie J continued publicly defending Diddy through raids, accusations, and non-stop media attention. That loyalty quickly caught people's attention online. Things became even more intense after producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit that mentioned Stevie J in connection to Diddy's alleged party culture. Those are still allegations and not criminal findings, but social media users immediately started questioning how many people inside those celebrity circles may have known about certain behavior happening behind closed doors. And once those conversations exploded online, another famous name suddenly got pulled back into the spotlight: Meek Mill. People still remember how close Meek Mill and Diddy appeared in public for years. There were luxury vacations, massive birthday parties, matching designer outfits, flashy Vegas celebrations, and countless viral moments all over social media. Their friendship looked tight, which is why people noticed immediately when Meek seemed to publicly distance himself once Diddy's legal troubles exploded into major headlines. That sudden change had the internet talking fast. Online users started questioning whether certain celebrities were trying to separate themselves before investigations and lawsuits expanded deeper into entertainment circles. Social media turned every old photo, interview, and party clip into another topic of debate. Then the conversation took an even more serious turn once old health-related rumors and lawsuits resurfaced online. Multiple past legal cases involving Usher began circulating again, including claims from women who accused him of exposing them to herpes without informing them beforehand. Usher denied many of the rumors and allegations tied to those situations, but the lawsuits still became major entertainment headlines at the time. Once internet personalities like Jaguar Wright started making broader claims about alleged behavior inside elite celebrity party scenes connected to Diddy, online speculation exploded even more. Suddenly, social media was flooded with theories, debates, and non-stop reactions. Then people started connecting Usher back to Diddy all over again. Online users pointed out that Usher spent time around Diddy's circle as a teenager, stayed connected to major industry spaces for years, and later faced highly publicized lawsuits involving health allegations. Because of that timeline, social media users began building all kinds of theories and speculation around the situation. None of those larger claims have been proven, but that didn't stop the internet from running with them fast. Things became even more intense after online personalities like Ali Carter made disturbing allegations about what supposedly happened at certain private celebrity gatherings involving powerful people. Those claims pushed the conversation far beyond just one celebrity scandal. At that point, many viewers stopped seeing this as only a story about Diddy. Instead, people started debating larger issues involving powerful entertainment circles, celebrity influence, and how young artists are introduced into high-pressure environments. The same names and patterns keep coming up repeatedly. Young stars entering the industry, then years later opening up about betrayal, pressure, emotional struggles, and trust issues. Justin Bieber, Usher, and others often get mentioned in those discussions. That pattern is exactly why so many people stay locked into this story. Because once audiences stop viewing celebrity culture as harmless entertainment, old interviews and public moments suddenly start feeling very different. And now people are revisiting interviews that once seemed completely normal but suddenly feel loaded with hidden meaning. Every nervous laugh, awkward pause, or strange comment from old celebrity clips is getting picked apart online, frame by frame. Social media users believe the entertainment industry protected powerful figures for years by keeping everything looking glamorous on the surface, while serious rumors stayed buried behind the scenes. One thing that keeps coming up in these discussions is how young artists often entered the spotlight surrounded by older industry veterans with massive influence and control. Fans are now questioning whether fame came with pressures the public never fully understood. That's why clips of Justin Bieber looking exhausted, emotional, or withdrawn during interviews continue spreading everywhere again. People are comparing those moments to stories from other celebrities who later talked about manipulation, burnout, and trust issues inside Hollywood circles. At the same time, internet speculation has grown so intense that almost every celebrity connected to Diddy in the past is getting pulled into online debates. Old party footage, backstage clips, private event photos, and award show interactions are all being re-examined like pieces of one giant puzzle. And with more lawsuits, interviews, and rumors continuing to surface, audiences are convinced this story is far from over. And the wild part is, some people in Hollywood are suddenly acting way quieter than before. Fans online noticed that certain celebrities who once constantly posted party photos, industry hangouts, and luxury events with Diddy have either deleted old content or stopped mentioning him completely. That shift alone sparked another wave of internet theories, with people wondering who wants distance from the controversy before even more information comes out. Meanwhile, old award show clips and backstage interviews keep resurfacing every single day. Viewers are now paying attention to details they ignored for years: uncomfortable body language, strange jokes, tense reactions, and celebrities looking nervous whenever certain topics came up. Back then, most people brushed those moments off as random Hollywood behavior. Today, audiences see them very differently. Another thing fueling the conversation is how many former industry insiders are suddenly speaking out about pressure inside the entertainment world. Some describe environments filled with control, manipulation, and fear of losing careers if people refuse to stay quiet. None of these claims prove criminal wrongdoing by everyone connected to these circles, but the non-stop stories have made public trust in celebrity culture weaker than ever. Now the internet is waiting for one thing above everything else: who speaks next and what they might reveal. And now another layer of the story is starting to grab attention: the celebrities who hinted at problems years ago but were ignored at the time. Social media users are digging up old interviews from comedians, musicians, and former insiders who made strange comments about Hollywood parties, powerful executives, and secretive celebrity circles. Back then, most audiences laughed it off like gossip or industry jokes. Today, those same clips are being treated completely differently. Jaguar Wright's old interviews are spreading again, along with past comments from other outspoken figures who claimed the entertainment industry protected certain people for years. Some viewers believe those warnings were dismissed because the celebrities involved were simply too powerful and too connected. Now every resurfaced interview adds even more fuel to the online discussions. At the same time, fans are noticing how carefully many major stars are wording their public statements. Some celebrities have avoided mentioning Diddy entirely, while others release short responses through representatives instead of speaking directly. That silence has only made internet speculation grow louder. And through all of this, one question keeps dominating social media: how many people inside these elite entertainment circles really knew what was happening behind the scenes? Because the more old footage and stories resurface, the more audiences believe this controversy stretches far beyond one person alone. And now people are starting to focus on something else entirely: the culture of silence that many believe existed around powerful celebrities for decades. Online users keep asking the same question: if so many rumors and stories were floating around behind the scenes, why did nobody publicly challenge these environments sooner? Former assistants, bodyguards, producers, and industry workers are suddenly becoming part of the conversation too. Fans believe those behind-the-scenes workers may have witnessed far more than the public ever realized. Every time an old interview or podcast clip resurfaces, social media turns it into another deep investigation. People are analyzing vague comments, emotional reactions, and cryptic stories that once sounded random but now seem connected to a much bigger picture. At the same time, discussions about young stars in Hollywood have become more intense than ever. Viewers are questioning how much pressure child celebrities faced while trying to survive inside an industry controlled by powerful adults, executives, and managers. Justin Bieber's name continues appearing in those debates, especially whenever old footage shows him looking uncomfortable or emotionally drained during public appearances. Now, audiences are no longer just watching celebrity gossip unfold. Many feel like they're witnessing the unraveling of an entire entertainment culture that stayed hidden behind money, fame, and influence for years. And with every new headline, the internet keeps digging deeper into old Hollywood relationships and power circles. Fans are now creating massive timelines online, connecting celebrity friendships, party appearances, business deals, and interviews that go back decades. What once looked like normal entertainment industry networking is suddenly being viewed through a much darker lens. One major reason this story refuses to slow down is because more former insiders keep speaking about emotional pressure, manipulation, and fear inside celebrity culture. Some claim people stayed silent for years because challenging powerful figures could damage careers overnight. Others say young artists were often pushed into adult environments long before they were emotionally prepared for that level of fame and influence. Social media users are also revisiting moments where celebrities appeared to hint at burnout, loneliness, or betrayal during interviews. At the time, audiences focused on the glamour and success, but now people are paying closer attention to what may have been happening underneath all the fame. Every resurfaced clip adds another layer to the conversation. Meanwhile, public trust in Hollywood's image continues to crack. Viewers are starting to question whether the entertainment industry spent years protecting reputations while ignoring serious concerns happening behind closed doors. And as lawsuits, allegations, and old stories continue piling up, many people believe this controversy is only entering its next phase. And now the pressure around Hollywood is reaching another level completely. Industry executives, publicists, and longtime celebrity associates are all being watched closely online as people search for signs of who may speak out next. Every new interview, deleted post, or sudden silence instantly turns into another viral discussion across social media. What's making this situation even bigger is the growing belief that celebrity culture operated like a protected machine for years. Fans online keep arguing that powerful names, expensive parties, and billion-dollar brands created an image too untouchable for most people to question publicly. But now that lawsuits and investigations have cracked that image, audiences are re-examining everything from old red carpet moments to backstage footage and private event photos. At the same time, conversations about young artists in the entertainment industry continue getting more serious. Many viewers believe fame exposed certain stars to overwhelming pressure at a very early age, especially when surrounded by adults with influence, money, and control over careers. Clips of emotional interviews, exhausted appearances, and cryptic comments are now being analyzed non-stop by fans trying to understand what may have really been happening behind the scenes. And with more rumors, allegations, and resurfaced stories appearing almost daily, one thing is becoming clear. The public no longer sees these controversies as isolated celebrity drama. People believe a much larger Hollywood conversation has officially begun. Now, every old celebrity moment is being viewed differently online. A joke that once sounded harmless suddenly feels dark. A party clip that used to look glamorous now makes people uncomfortable. And resurfaced interviews that audiences once laughed at are now being analyzed, like possible warning signs hidden in plain sight. The internet has definitely been loud about it too. One user wrote, "He wouldn't send his kids there, but he sent Justin Bieber." Another commented, "After listening to Jaguar Wright, I'm sure he's not telling everything." And the reactions keep getting more intense every day. One critic even posted, "Oprah needs some serious investigation, so does Ellen DeGeneres." Meanwhile, other viewers argue that social media may be unfairly connecting celebrities together without real proof. That debate is exactly why this story keeps exploding online nonstop. So now the spotlight shifts to you. Do you think Usher has been quietly hinting at deeper truths about Diddy's famous white parties for years? Or do you believe the internet is reading too much into old interviews, celebrity friendships, and resurfaced clips? And why do so many former young stars later open up about pressure, betrayal, emotional struggles, and trust issues after entering elite Hollywood spaces? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others following the story, because this Hollywood drama doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon.